What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today is a special video. We have something new going on, as well as a couple little parts that I want to show you guys that you guys can install to your engine bay to completely change the look of it for super cheap. Let's go get right into it. Tonight we're not working with Bry. Bry's at a concert. He's having fun. He's living life, partying. His car's not done yet, so he should be back here, you know, working on his car. But he's not going to do that. We're working on this. We got another one here today. You guys actually might know this guy. He's probably the most OG subscriber there is. Like this type of OG. And we're doing a couple things on the car today. We're going to be checking for a couple oil leaks, and as well as there's something going on with the transmission that where you put it from park into drive and all the gears after that, it doesn't really go into it that smoothly, and then it has kind of rough shifts. So we're going to check into that. It did have a check engine light. We read that code, and it has like some sort of cord that runs underneath the car that you just have to adjust. So we're going to see if that fixes it. If not, we might even have to reach out to you guys, see if you guys know how to fix this. We need your help. We'll see how tonight goes. So we got a couple fun things going on, a couple maintenance, and then as well as I can show you guys the part now. Right in this bag, we have an engine dress-up kit. So what this is going to replace is the hardware that goes, just for instance, right here, right here, right here. And it's going to follow this line all the way around, and you can basically use these for anything that replaces the exact same size, and it just cleans it up. I'll show you on my car when we actually get into it. So we got the car jacked up. What we're looking for underneath is basically, I'm going to see where the oil is leaking from. A lot of times there's drain plug on these, and that's due to not replacing the washer, the crush washer that sits under there. I am in habit of doing that and not replacing it because I just forget to get one. So we're going to check there. Also, the under tray is like completely soaked, so we're going to check there. Up on top, it's actually really dry, so nothing's leaking on top. Maybe a little bit down there, but that could just be old stuff. We're just going to take a look underneath here. See how drain plug is leaking? We're gonna see if I can just tighten it up. Sometimes people don't actually tighten them enough. There's also a little bit on the oil filter, and then as well is right, it almost looks like the oil pan itself might be just needing a new gasket or something, but we'll look into it, tighten it up, see what happens, also clean it up. And then I think it's just a bunch of tightening that needs to happen, because if you guys have any other ideas, definitely let us know. But we'll make some progress tonight, at least just tighten up some stuff, clean it up. So, I think we figured it out. The drain plug was leaking a little bit, but the main thing underneath here, and I don't know how easy it is to tell, like you can see where all that is soaked. That's part of, like everything back here was soaked too. That's leftover residue from undercoating. So a lot of this is undercoating. The drain plug was still leaking a little bit. We tightened that up. I dried it off so that we can check in a little bit to see if it's actually leaking or anything. Most of that stuff is just that nasty stuff you get built up after you do undercoating. So I'm not too worried about it, but I think it's good to go. We tightened up some stuff and cleaned up a little bit, so it's much better now. So I did a little kind of like testing before we actually did this video, and just for an example, so these two bolts right here, we're going to be switching them out with this little kit that I got online to these. It's simple, easy. When you put them in and take them back out with the tool, you're not going to be scratching up everything around it. Say if you were to take this, it just scratches up everything. Just put the simple tool in, take it in and out, and nothing's scratched, and it still looks clean.
1, 2, 3. You seen him on there.
Alright guys, we are completely done. So technically, when you buy the kit, it comes with 10 pieces, and that should fill up all of your holes. Although, right here, if you guys remember, or if you guys don't know, there's a little intake spot that sits right in here. And I actually did 1 and 2 extra, so I did a total of 12 instead of 10. But it's so cheap that like we bought 3 packs of them, and it cost $9. So looks really good. Just something simple to clean up the engine bay. You can see how before, when you're using the ratchet, it just slips off, you scratch everything. But with these, they'll never be scratched again. So if you have a freshly painted engine bay and you don't want to mess up the paint around it while working on it, this is definitely a good investment. Literally for $3 for a kit. All right guys, so we've been trying to to diagnose some stuff for a while. The codes that is popping up on the car are P0700, 0851, and 731, which all has something to do with the transmission. So when we're driving it, it kind of bucks into the next gear and then it sits really low in the RPM. I don't know, we looked up a bunch of stuff about that and it says, I'm gonna guess it's something with electrical, but I think just gonna take it into somewhere else to like professionally get it read and stuff. If you guys have ever experienced this, it was all for automatic transmission something or other. If any of you have experienced that, please leave a comment down below because this might help him out with whatever's going on with this. It's just a rough shift. We checked the transmission fluid, that's perfectly fine, so it's not like it's starving for some fluid and like grinding gears or anything, so it's fine. Something with it, I would definitely get it professionally looked at because I mean we're just kind of self-diagnosing it. But as far as the oil updates, nothing. We took it out for a drive, nothing's leaking, looks good, so I think that is all solved. We cleaned it up and obviously time will tell as days go on, then you can see if it's actually leaking underneath there. But so far so good. So, if you remember a long time ago when me and Ryan first got our cars, we took out, the intake comes from in here, goes into the fender, back out, and then there's like this little fin thing right in here, and that is super restricted for it. What it actually does is it lets the water drain out. This is the entire thing that we just pulled out, and on the bottom there's a little drain so when water gets sucked up it goes back out. Obviously you're not really going to be driving through 4 feet of water to where this thing goes up to there, so you should be fine with this. A lot of people's intakes just come and stop right in here anyways, but this is going to help for a little bit more of extra airflow. And if you did have a turbo, you would be able to hear the turbo spool, but this might actually just be a little bit louder, but we can't really tell since it doesn't have a turbo. But for all you 2.5 boys out there, this is some good content for you now that we're working on one of these. A little bit different. Obviously the engine bay is a little bit different, and I think there's actually more space in this one being a single cam and not having a turbo in the way. There's so much more room to actually work on this. Back to the hardware install. If you guys want to pick these up for your car, I will put the link down in the description below. If you have a Subaru, obviously you're going to have 10 bolt patterns. If you have any other car, I'm not going to know how many spots that you have. Also, you're going to have to check for the thread. Look up what kind of thread pitch that you have on your car, because you don't want to purchase these, and these do take a couple weeks to come in. So that's why, you know, they're cheap. You can buy them and then they're going to take a couple weeks to come in. Make sure they fit before you do that, because that would be a headache waiting that long and then having to send them back. Look it up, then you can pick up whatever color. I will put the link down below like I said, and then you can see all the color options that they offer as well as the thread pitches to fit your car. As always, thank you guys for stopping by, watching this quick little video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Down below I will put the link for all the hardware that we got for our cars, so you can pick that up for yourself. Just know that it will take a few weeks to come in, so expect to be patient for it. If you guys do not know, we do have a website, wckdstreetmedia.com. You can go over there. We have a bunch of merch, stickers. Please let us know what you think about it, as well as the Berg film went live, so go back, watch that. It's a short video, just go watch that. We're actually going down to Watkins Glen again this coming weekend, I believe, Labor Day weekend, with Berg Racing, and we're actually going to be filming their team as well as getting to know a bunch of other teams, and hopefully making some really good relationships with new people, new companies and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you.